I know my reason and my vision, why I started this. I started because I wanted to share my knowledge, my experience with those people who needed it. I knew that English is the biggest blocker in someone's career. People are not able to get ahead in their life just because of the English language. They are stuck. They are not able to go ahead. Then I thought that, I have invested 10 years of my life in learning English. Then why I should not share my knowledge with those people who required it?
For apple, B for ball, C for cat, and D for dog. You might have heard about these alphabets, words, and meanings from a very long time. I suppose it was your childhood? But still, we fear to speak in English in front of people. We fear to read, listen, write, and speak. But why? It's okay if you're having fear, because today it will be a fearless session for you all by English Pal. So let's join with him and learn English, how he has transformed English, and how we are going to learn from it. Piyush Shahani. Hello, Piyush. Good morning.
Hello, Mandar. Good morning.
Perfect. Hello.
Yes,
Hello, everybody, for joining. Thank you. So, how's the beautiful morning for you?
yes, Mandar. So far, so good. It is going so far well, and I'm happy to join this session. Thank you for inviting me. I'm
Pleasure
glad
is
that you
all
invited me.
mine.
Yeah.
How was the journey of spending childhood in Bihar to settle
Hmm.
down in Delhi?
Okay. So if I talk about my journey in Bihar, so I completed my study till 11th in Bihar,
Hmm.
and that too in one of the village of Bihar that is called Kubra,
Okay.
where I completed my study, and that too from non-English environment. It was very difficult to understand even the concept which was being taught by the teacher, right? And English was not even a mandatory in that school, and still I think it's not mandatory in Bihar. It's optional subject, right? And till 11th I studied there, and then I decided to move Delhi for my computer study. That time I had
Okay.
only one dream. I wanted to open a computer shop,
Wow.
because I could only think as a profession which was computer, and there was nothing in my mind. Then I decided to come Delhi, and I came here. And when I came Mandar, I found the environment was completely different. Here people were different, and the way of communication was also different. And I was feeling isolated that time. I thought that, am I going to survive here? How am I going to survive? Because people used to mock my language sometimes. Somehow I managed to continue my study, and during that course, my dream got changed from opening a shop to joining a company. I then started thinking that, what if I join any company? What if I start preparing for any interview? And fortunately, it happened with me. I appeared in many interviews. I got rejected. I prepared myself according to what was required in that interview, and during that time I was fixing each and everything which I found was weakness in me, right? And somehow I got selected in the first company, and but I did not stop my learning. I kept on going. My English was one of the reasons that I switched company. Till now I have changed 5 companies, and as of now I am working in a MNC company, which is reputed company, as a DevOps engineer. And most of the time I'm dealing with the like corner boss. My boss is from London and America. I never thought that I would be dealing a guy from the corners. So this is how it was. So if I can say in short that from village to Delhi, the one thing is still common, that I did not stop my learning. I still learn. I was learning that time, and that's how I was able to grow in my career. That was my
Wow.
small journey.
This
Yeah.
was a beautiful thing. I remember the line कोशिश करने वालों की कभी हार नहीं होती. So कोशिश
Yes.
करते रहो. आपने जैसे सफलता प्राप्त की है वैसे हम भी करेंगे. So beautiful way the you have described your journey. So what motivated you to learn English? Like already you have said a lot of things, but what was the real motivation behind it?
Mandar, I would say that there are multiple reasons for my motivation, and time
Okay.
to time it was changed. So first reason is, like, when I was preparing for the interview, I was getting rejected, and just because I was getting rejected, I was feeling like, okay, there is something which I need to fix, which I need to rectify, which I need to learn right now. And that was the English. Just because of English, I was not able to convey my message to the interviewer, and I was getting rejected. So at that point of time, my motivation or my reason was to crack the interview, and that's how I started learning English. But once I joined the company, I thought, okay, my life would be okay now. I don't need to learn anymore. But again, I got another reason for my motivation. I realized that people are not listening to me. They are making
Okay.
fun of me, and somehow this got stuck in my mind. I saw some guy speaking in English, and he is looking differently among the group. People, looking at him in a different way. Then I thought, okay, this is something which I also required. I realized, and then I started learning. So that was the second motivating factor. And third motivating factor is that is still that when I started meeting people in a social life, then I realized, English is a way to connect the world. And it's not only for making connection, but it's for your learning. I still
Okay.
remember, I was not fond of reading book. I was afraid of, these, vocabulary sentences, that will I be able to complete the one book? No, because there are big sentences. Then I thought that, no, for my learning, for my life, I need to learn something. So English became the one of the motivating factor, that okay, if I learn English, then I'll continue to evolve among the society, and also I'll learn about my life. So there are three reasons for my learning English. First one is career, second one is personal development, and third one is for a social life. These are the three
Wow.
factors. Yeah.
Thank you for informing your three reasons. It was somewhat similar to us as well, because everyone have a career goal for learning English. So we'll be knowing more about your career goals and how you made it till here.
Hmm.
A lot of people learn English from so many years, but still they have a fear of speaking or else learning English grammar. So what are the ways you can help us with that?
Mandar, to answer this question, I look at in this way. A few days back, my friend called me and he said that, I have been in job for last many years, but I still have a fear of grammar. Whenever I write email, I'm not confident enough. And
Okay.
my fear is somehow impacting my conversation, my daily life. So the reason which you are asking why English is not improving is you are starting in between and you are living in between. What do I mean by that? You get motivated or you get inspired. Learning English could be your desire or your need. Somehow you motivated yourself to learn this language, and you started learning this language. Initially your energy was high. You wanted to learn this language, but due to lack of clarity of concept, English became burden for you. Then your interest gets lost, and you thought that no, I'm not going to do it anymore because it is feeling burden to me. Somehow you leave it over the period of time. Then again you started thinking that no, English is need, English is desire. Let me do it again. Now you are repeating the same step, but the root cause is something else. You are not trying to fix the root cause. Maybe your cause could be a grammar, rules and regulation. You have not understood the grammar clearly, conceptually, and that is hampering you to move ahead in the English, right? So I would say that people start in between. Whenever they join any institute, they start it from any topic of the grammar, and they live in between. Like repetition of this creates somehow impact on their energy. Then energy is not same like before. Though their requirement is same, they still want to learn English. They still want to, have this language in their personality. But their energy is somehow getting impacted by repeating the same thing because of the lack of clarity of the concept of the grammar. So that's the reason
Wow.
someone's English is not improving. And if we
Exactly.
can learn this grammar properly and then we can move ahead, then definitely no one is going to stop you from learning this language.
Wow, this was a
Yeah.
good answer, sir. That was nice the way you have described what we have fears in and now how we can overcome it. But any tips where we can improve English on daily basis?
Yes, Mandar, why not? You have opportunity. You have if you don't have opportunity, I think you can create opportunity. People think that having a proper environment where you are interacting to each other or among the people, that is only environment. No, you are doing conversation on a daily basis, maybe with your friend, family, neighbor, right? To doctor, I'll give an example. When I was infected by COVID, and I needed to consult a doctor, and that time I contacted doctor. I had an option to speak in Hindi, but I thought that I have invested my time to learn this language and this is my passion. I want to pursue with it. Why should I speak in Hindi if my English is there and the doctor is speaking in English? Then why I should turn my language into Hindi? I spoke in English and I explained each and everything to the doctor. He understood and he prescribed the medicine. He instructed me in the same manner. That was an opportunity for me. And similarly, we get a lot of opportunity on a daily basis. If we start looking at those opportunities, this is how we can improve. I say that improvement of English is totally depend upon your mindset, that how you have created. That's what I have to say.
Wow, this is amazing. I'll definitely apply these tips which you have provided.
Yeah.
And I also want to know any transformation story of your student which you would like to share with us.
Transformation story. Yes, that is quite obvious. I recently got to know one of my students. She changed her life in just 6 months. You will wonder to know that when she called me for the first time, she was afraid to face the interview. She was saying that I cannot answer any of the questions just because of this language. I'm not comfortable answering any question in this language. And she was not going anywhere for the interview. And I encouraged her, uh, do one thing, just start learning this language as a baby step. Don't think much about this grammar rule and regulation. Just start it, because once you will start, there is something going to be added daily on a daily basis. Okay. And she started, and within a 3 month she got command over this language. She was able to understand this language and she was able to speak little bit, and with that she got confidence and she thought of learning some technical knowledge. So she
Okay.
found some technical institute where she enrolled, and that teacher was teaching in English, so she was able to understand. And she even completed that technical training in that 3 months. So total she took 6 months to prepare herself. And after preparing, she was feeling confident. She started appearing in the interview in a different companies, and lastly she got selected in one of the reputed company, that is Mercer,
Wow.
and that too on a technical position. I was wondering when I heard this news that okay, my knowledge has created some impact on someone's life. So that's what I
Yes,
can share as of now as a success story for me.
so true.
Hmm.
That was really nice, commendable thing. She definitely helped every one of us to understand that if we get the right person to teach us, we
Hmm.
definitely can make a difference. So, do you believe in trainers, mentors, role models,
Yes,
Piyush?
I do. Yes, yes, yes.
So, who is your role model?
To be honest, Mandar, as of now, my role model is Parveen Vadalkar, sir.
Wow,
He is doing
that's
great
great.
in public speaking, and his shared tips and trick is really helping me. See, learning English has a different perspective or different angle. you learn English from a different angle. Sometimes you have to learn grammar, sometimes you have to learn phrases, sometimes you have to practice listening, sometimes you have to practice speaking, right? You cannot just say that by learning grammar you can speak. These
Hmm.
are the different things you have to practice. If you are practicing only grammar, you will be good at grammar only. But if you are practicing speaking, you will be good at speaking. So my role model is,
Oh,
of course, Parveen Vadalkar sir.
yes, that's good. So where do you see yourself after 5 years?
After 5 years, since we are talking about this English PAL and English journey, so in this section, I would say that I know my reason and my vision why I started this. I started because I wanted to share my knowledge, my experience with those people who needed it. I knew that English is the biggest blocker in someone's career. People are not able to get ahead in their life just because of the English language. They are stuck. They are not able to go ahead. Then I thought that, I have invested 10 years of my life in learning English. Then why I should not share my knowledge with those people who required it? Maybe my knowledge can be beneficial for them. So my reason was very simple, and once I got the result, once I was able to teach, then I started feeling motivated. Now my vision is that to benefit as many students, as many people as possible, because once they will get the success, and once they will get success through this English, that's where I would like to see myself.
Wow, this is a great thing, I would say. So nice to know many things about you, what you have shared today. Any big announcement where we can participate and enroll for learning English from you?
A big announcement would be that before I announce this, I always say that, if you have thought of, if you have been influenced by any sources that you need English, okay, you found that English is interesting language for you, or you want to learn because of your career, if you have thought, then the first thing you should do is just start learning this language. Don't expect too much from yourself that, okay, when I will be able to speak, when I will be able to learn all these things. Just start it from any sources. You can do it. Just start learning this language, and over the period of time you will be able to gain command over this language. Now announcement is that, you know I'm starting a batch from 15th June this month, and that job will be in TTS, that means Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, between 10 to 11:30. And I'm going to teach in a very simple and easy way. Now, traditional learning is not going to help a student. I know from a, from a various perspective. So I have designed something, and probably I would like to show you that how it's going to be simple and easy. So let me first show you, and then I'll talk about it.
Yeah,
So I
yeah,
have
please do.
something.
I would love to see.
Okay. Can you see this?
Wow, this is amazing.
Okay. So
It's
I am
mapping. Wow.
designing the English. How it
Uh,
got
yeah, you just
disappeared.
have to.
Can
No,
you
no,
see?
you have to just on the camera. You have a yeah
Okay.
video.
Okay. So I'm still simplifying the English grammar. So I'm trying to connect the dots, because uh, see here, if you see, the English language has 26 letters, but these letters creates words, right? And
Yes.
somehow sentences, and there are different type of sentences. So I'm trying to connect each and every topic of the grammar to each other, because there is a logic behind it. Why we use any particular tense in any situation, there is a logic behind it. Our concept should be clear on that. Once the concept is clear, you will never feel any fear or hesitant in your life anytime. You will be confident enough. So I am still trying to simplify this and trying to innovate something so that I can teach in a very simple and easy way, so that this should feel interesting to the student.
Wow, that's amazing. We have got compliments from Ananya. Amazing discussion. Okay, one question from writer boy is
Okay.
मैं इंग्लिश में सोच नहीं पाता मैं चाहता हूँ कि मेरे थॉट्स फीलिंग्स इंग्लिश में आए, कैसे होगा ये? हिंदी में बताओगे तो अच्छा रहेगा।
ओके, मैं इंग्लिश में सोच नहीं पाता। देखिए, इसके कई सारे रीजंस हो सकते हैं कि आप उस लेवल तक पहुंचे हैं जहां पे आप इंग्लिश में सोच पाए, या आपके उतना, जैसे कि लेवल का मतलब क्या है मेरा यहाँ पे, जैसे इंग्लिश सोचने से पहले बहुत सारी चीजें हमारे पास होनी चाहिए, जैसे ग्रामर की नॉलेज होनी चाहिए, वोकैबुलरी की नॉलेज होनी चाहिए। ऑफ कोर्स अगर मदर टंग आपकी दूसरी है तो थोड़ी बहुत ट्रांसलेशन आपको आनी चाहिए। हमेशा ट्रांसलेशन की जरूरत नहीं है, बट इनिशियल फ्यू डेज और इनिशियल फ्यू मोमेंट यू नीड टू ट्रांसलेट दैट। ओके, so once you are able to do that, grammar is clear, you have a enough vocabulary, okay, then I think there is some techniques and there are some tech methods. Applying those techniques and method, you can think in English. थोड़ा सा टाइम लगेगा, बट इट इज वेरी इजी, इट इज वेरी इजी। ठीक है, बट ग्रामर उसके लिए क्लियर होना चाहिए। मैं उनसे, अगर आप वो कनेक्ट करना चाहें पर्सनली, मैं उनको गाइड करना चाहूंगा और उनकी प्रॉब्लम जानना चाहूंगा कि कहाँ पे प्रॉब्लम है, बिकॉज इट्स नॉट लाइक मैं अपना एक खुद का सोल्यूशन बता दूं और उनके लिए काम कर जाएगा। पहले उनका जानना पड़ेगा, राइट,
ऑफ
प्रॉब्लम
कोर्स,
कहाँ पे है।
उनका केस स्टडी, उनका प्रॉब्लम्स क्या है, उनका
या
बैकग्राउंड क्या है, हाउ, उन सब किया तो डेफिनेटली आपको भी हेल्प होगा उनको गाइड करने के लिए। और
राइट।
बहुत अच्छा लगा पीयूष, अमेजिंग, कीप इट अप फ्रॉम शुभ्रा मैम, दैट्स रियली गुड, थैंक यू फॉर वाचिंग अस। एंड so what's this was for today, but anything you're excited for tomorrow or anything, would you like to tell us?
Yes, there is one thing for which I am always excited, and that is English. I don't know how or when I fell in love with this language, but
Wow.
yes, I find that this language is something which has given me a lot of things in my life. I will end this session on this note that, Mandar, if somebody snatches everything from my life, like materialistic things,
Mm-hmm.
everything, but they cannot snatch one thing from me, and that is my knowledge. So I always love to invest my time in gaining knowledge, and English is one of the main reasons. I still see my future with this language, because there are huge possibilities in coming days for this English language. So yeah, that's all from my side.
And investment in knowledge pays the best interest. You have stated it and
Right.
concluded it as well. So keep sharing knowledge and keep providing us all the information which is necessary. Even today, I have got one experience that my friends used to tell me that, Mandar, a little bit you need to work on your English. So initially when I started on 14th of May, that time I used to communicate with people. At times there were so many things I was not able to overcome. But talking on live every time with different guests, today those friends itself are complimenting me that, Mandar, you have changed a lot. Now I am scared to talk to you. So this kind of compliment we get after regular practice. So yes,
Yes, yes.
this all process which we learn and keep sharing, it always helps us also and the people who are listening to us. So thank you,
Yes.
Piyush and everyone for joining us, and it was a valuable session. We all will connect you on English Pal and Piyush Ahani, as I'm going to mention it in the tag. Chalo Piyush, thank you.
Yeah, thank you once again, Mandar, for having me. I enjoyed this session, and see you soon, sometime at different platforms. All right.
Sure, why not? It is always good to join you and learn from you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Writer Boy. Thank you, Shubhra ma'am. Thank you, Aishwarya. Thank you, Suhas. Thank you, Ananya, for being there till so long. Take care. Bye. Good day.
बदला न सारा यू 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 सारा का सारा न्यू 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 मैं हैप्पी वैप्पी क्यों 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 मैं बिजी बिजी हूँ